Welcome, Guardians, to the Ether Ship. I am Dietrich, the Fallen Captain of all Fallen Captains, and in today's video, guys, we're going to be locating XUR and finding out what we can take from him to be able to get more powerful within the game of Destiny 2, so that we can clear out enemies across the galaxy, whether it's a Fallen, Hive, or another Guardian. We are going to see what he can give us. If you don't know who XUR is, he is a guy that comes every week from Friday to Tuesday, which I don't think he's really here on Tuesday, but he is the guy that you can get legendary items as well as exotic gear such as armor and as well weapons. The three locations that you could find XUR at would be the Tower, EDZ, or Nessus. So without further ado, let's go find out what XUR has for us today. Okay, we are standing here with XUR. XUR's got a lot of good stuff so far, but from what I've looked at just recently, it doesn't look a whole lot of cool stuff except for the Warlock piece that they have here. And I just previously bought, well, I got an exotic cipher, so I'm able to like cash it in for the exotic engram. But it is 97 legendary shards for your very first exotic engram that you buy, and it goes up after that. I think it goes up to 1,000 legendary shards. So if you want to take your gamble to get a bunch of exotic engrams, then go ahead and do it. Then you had the Monte Carlo. The Monte Carlo has a lot of really good buffs, a lot of good modifiers with you. You have the fluctuated barrel, which is an ultralight barrel, greatly increases handling speed, slightly increases stability. And then we have the high caliber rounds, shots from this weapon knock the target back farther, slightly increases range. And then we have the Markova chain. This weapon gains increased damage from melee kills and kills with this weapon. Melee kills grant ammo for this weapon, which is kind of funny. I think they should rework a lot of the weapons, such as like the ARs and certain weapons that has the infinite ammo, where you don't have to worry about it grants you ammo for your weapon. Unless I'm mistaken, I don't think this gun has like, you know, you have to pick up ammo. I think this one's just completely infinite. That's the majority of your ARs. It has the composite stock. This weapon has a versatile dual purpose stock. Slightly increases stability, slightly increases handling speed. Then you have the kill tracker as well as the crucible tracker. Now we are going to take a look at the Mechaneer's trick sleeves, which this is something I don't particularly like for my hunter. There is like a few things that I will pick up for like my hunter or my warlock or my titan. I am more into like regaining my energy for my abilities faster. But as far as the perk for this particular hunter arms is increases sidearm ready and reload speed. While you're critically wounded, swapping to a sidearm increases its damage. Provides a large benefit to the airborne effectiveness state of sidearms, which is okay if you're a fan of sidearms. I'm not a fan of sidearms. I got one for my Titan, but it's just there just in case I need it for a bounty or something. And then we have the Atoz Wards, which is a really cool looking exotic piece, but it's not something I'm going to get for my Titan because, again, I like the stuff to be able to buff my ability, energy, and everything like the Sunfire that I got on my Titan right now. What this does as far as perks is improved sliding after sprinting for a short time reflects incoming projectiles. That's okay, but then again, you got barricades, you got barriers, you got ways to stop incoming projectiles. So if you're down with that, or you just like the way it looks, or if you're an exotic collector, you're trying to get all the exotics, then this is perfect for you. And now we're going to take a look at the Warlock's Phoenix Protocol, which this is an old one. This is from Destiny 1. It's basically battle hearth. It kills, resists you make while standing in your well of radius, returns super energy, which is really cool. This is something that I like. I like to get this stuff back to my, my super energy or my abilities kind of deal. So this is something that I like. And as far as I'm concerned, right now the Warlock's got the better gear out of the three right now. Now we're going to take a look at all the legendary stuff. I'm going to go over all the stats and everything for you guys so you can get a feel of what's going on with it. But right now we have the Lonesome Sidearm, which it has an arrowhead break barrel, slightly vented barrel, greatly controls recoil, increases handling speed, or you can switch it to the fluctuated barrel. Ultralight barrel, greatly increases handling speed, slightly increases stability. The only problem is that, well, it definitely increases, so you might want to get that. And then it has the armor piercing rounds. Rounds cause extra damage to combatants, shields, and over penetrates targets. Slightly increases range. And then you go down here for the high caliber rounds. Shots from this weapon knock back the target further. It slightly increases range. And then you have the Outlaw, precision kills greatly, decreases reload time. And then you have the opening shot, improved accuracy range on the opening shot of attack, which is okay. And then you have the precision frame, which this weapon's recoil pattern is particularly vertical. Now, we have the 7th Surfrother Combine. I had this weapon for a while. This is one of the guns that I used until I got better auto rifles. The perks on this, you have the arrowhead brake, lightly vented barrel, greatly controls recoil, increases reloading speed. And then you have the hammer forged rifling, durable range barrel, increases range. You have the armor piercing rounds. Rounds cause extra damage to combatants, shields, and over-penetrate targets. Then you have the high caliber rounds. Shots from this weapon knock back targets. And then you have the hip fire grip. Increases accuracy, stability, precision hit, targeting when firing from the hip. And then you have rangefinder. This is a lot. This perk is good for certain things. Aiming this weapon increases effective range and zoom magnification. Increase projectile velocity while aiming rocket launchers, grenade launchers, and bows. Which that's a good stat to have on those particular items, but I'm not too sure if that's a good stat to have on an auto rifle, because I don't particularly look for range finder on my auto rifles. I'd probably look for it like on, you know, my scout rifles or something like that, but I won't look for it there. Then we have the Grid Skipper, a pulse rifle. You have the arrowhead brake, the polygonal rifling, barrel optimized for recoil reduction. And then you have ricochet rounds, rounds ricochet off of hard surfaces, increases stability, slightly increases range. Then you have flared magwell. You have optimized for fast reloading, slightly increases stability, greatly increases reload speed. And then you have heated up. Final blows with this weapon increases accuracy and stability while improving vertical recoil. And then you have snapshot sights, faster time to aim down sights. And then you have the rapid fire frame, deeper ammo reserve, slightly faster reload when magazine is empty, which is a good deal. It kind of looks like a Christmas gun to me. Yeah, it's definitely. Then you got Toil and Trouble, which is one of the guns I noticed that pops up a lot during the Dares of Eternity. So if you're into the Dares of Eternity, you may pick this up quite a few times. But as far as what perks it's got with it, it's got smooth bore, smooth shotgun barrel, greatly increases range at the cost of more projectile spread. And then you got the balanced barrel, which is corkscrew rifling. It slightly increases range, stability, slightly increases handling speed. And then we have the assault mag. The shotgun's magazine is optimized for quick combat, greatly increases stability, increases rate of fire. And then you have the accuratized rounds. This weapon can fire longer distance, increases range. And then we have the threat detector, increased reload stability and handling when enemies are in close proximity. And then you have Outlaw, precision kills, greatly decrease reload time. And you have the aggressive frame, which is hard hitting, high recoil, increases rate of fire after kill. Which that's okay, but if you got a couple stability mods or something like that you can put on it, that is definitely a go-to. Then you got the Through-Teller grenade launcher, which they call it a breach grenade launcher. This one, the parts on this one, you have the hard launch. This weapon's launch barrel is optimized for projectile speed, greatly increases projectile speed, decreases stability, slightly decreases blast radius. And then you have the linear compensator. This weapon's launch barrel is well balanced, slightly increases projectile speed, slightly increases blast radius, slightly increases stability. Then you have blinding grenades. Grenade detonation has a brief blinding effect, greatly decreases blast radius. And then you have spike grenades. Grenades fired from this weapon do increased damage on direct hits, increased stability, which that's going to probably be the best perk out of the two. And you have Grave Robber, melee final blows, reloads his weapons magazines from his reserves, which is really cool. Disruption break, breaking an enemy shield with this weapon makes them more vulnerable to kinetic damage for a brief period. Then you have the lightweight frame, one shot handle, handheld grenade launcher with remote detonation. Press the right trigger, fire, release to detonate. So you can hold on to it and it'll just bounce around until you release it. Now we have the Interference BI, which is a grenade launcher. It is in the power slot. You had a volatile launch. This weapon is optimized for an especially explosive payload. Greatly decreases blast radius, slightly decreases handling speed, slightly decreases projectile speed. Then you have the countermass. This weapon is weighted for vertical recoil. Greatly controls recoil, increases stability, increases handling speed. And then you have the thermoplastic grenades. Grenades fired from this weapon bounce further, increase stability, increases projectile speed, which I don't like stuff bouncing. I prefer to try to hit my targets with it. Augmented drum, heavy high capacity drum, greatly increases magazine size, greatly decreases reload speed, which as you can tell the stats just went bleh, all the way down. You have clown cartridge. Reloading this weapon randomly overfills it from reserves, which is really cool. So if you got like 5 rounds, then it'll do a clown and you should get like 5 or well 10. Sorry. This weapon gains increased damage from melee kills and kills with this weapon. This is the swashbuckler trait. And then the adaptive frame, which is a well-rounded grip, reliable and sturdy. And I do apologize for all the thunder that you hear. I am trying to get this out for you guys. Anyways, and now we have the Stars and Shadow pulse rifle. I've seen this a few times and it has come with like, you know, the dragonfly and stuff like that. You have the polygonal rifling barrel optimized for recoil reduction, increases stability. You have the small bore dual strength barrel, increases range, increases stability. You have the extended mag. This weapon has greatly increased magazine size, but reloads much slower, which I don't like having to reload slower, so I'm not going to pick that. Alloy magazine faster reloads when the magazine is empty. Something I like, so I'm more likely to pick that. Quick draw. This weapon can be drawn unbelievably fast. Elemental capacitor, increased stats based on currently equipped subclasses. So if it increases your reload speed, if you're running solar, increases handling. If you're running art, increases stability. If you're running void, if you're running stasis, moderately controls recoil, increases movement speed when aiming down sight. It says okay, but I'm not too fond of elemental capacitors. One quiet moment grants increased reload speed when out of combat. Okay, that's pretty okay. So if you put that on there and that as well, it gives you a high speed of reloaded. Slow firing and high damage. This weapon is more accurate when stationary and aiming down sights. Okay, so that's cool. So if you're camping, as it says, it's more accurate. So that, I guess that could be good for Crucible, or maybe if you're in Gambit and you're trying to kill the invader, that might be good. Now we'll go look at the legendary armor set. The legendary armor set for this week, I will run by all the stats or stuff on this, but it's all randomized, so you don't know what you're going to get. But it is the Lost Pacific set. So if you want to get yourself the Lost Pacific set, I bought a set not too long ago and just deleted it so that I can have it in my ornaments section of collection, so I'm able to like change out the ornaments on my Titan and stuff like that. So this would be something you can look at as well. And now we are going to look over on the next page, which has got the Hawkmoon, which is a fan favorite for a lot of people. I love this gun, and basically what the perks on this one is, you have the fluctuated barrel, ultralight barrel, you have the alloy magazine, faster reloads, then you have the snapshot sights, faster time to aim down sights, and texture grip. The friction on this weapon's grip is particularly strong, greatly increases handling speed, slightly decreases stability, and the para-casual shot, final blows, and precision hits with Hawkmoon grant stacks of para-casual charge. The final round of the magazine deals bonus damage based on the number of stacks. Storing Hawkmoon on the final round removes this bonus, which is and we have the Dead Man's Tale. This is one of those items that I wanted, and I thought I like it, but after a while I started playing more, I got better scout rifles, so I got this sitting in my vault right now. Right now, we have the full bore barrel optimized for distance, greatly increases range, decreases stability, slightly decreases handling speed. Flared magwell optimized for fast reloaded, slightly increases stability, greatly increases reload speed. Then you have the 4 times the charm. Rapidly landing precision hits will return 2 rounds to the magazine. Short action stock. This weapon is especially easy to grip. And then it's cranial spike. Chain and precision hits, grants bonus damage, and quickens reload speed, which is really good. So once you get a couple of precision hits, you're gonna drop that fool or that captain or whatever with no time to explain. But guys, got to see everything here. Tell me in the comments which one are you going to pick up. If you even thought any of the stuff that they have up there is really nice to get. I personally think the Warlock this week has outbeaten the Titan and the Hunter on the gear. So, guys and gals, I am Dietrich. I am the fallen captain of all fallen captains. And again, if you want to see more videos just like this, hit the subscribe button, guys, because I can't wait to get more into this. And I got a live stream stuff that's going to be coming up soon, and as well more videos down the road. So I will see you on the Ether ship. Guardians, remember, eyes up, because we're everywhere.